Hello dear students, in this lesson I'm going to talking about parallel and perpendicular lines. The first, we have parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines in the same plane that have no point in common. In other words, they do not intersect. And then two different non-vertical lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. واتێمە بۆ ئەوی بزانی کە دوو لاین پارالیڵن یان نا ئەگەر هاتوو هەردوو لاینە کە هەمان سلۆپی هەبوو ئەو کاتە ئەتوانین بڵین ئەو دوو لاینە پارالیڵە بەڵام ئەگەر هاتوو سلۆپەکانیان جیاواز بوو ئەو کاتە ئەو دوو لاینە پارالیڵ نین بەیەک. After that, all different vertical lines are parallel. واتە هەموو vertical لاینێت کە بەرامبەرێک verticalن پارالیڵن. واتە و کوڕەسمەکە گەر دوو لاینمانە و بەرامبەرێک وەستابوون ئەو دوو لاینە پارالیڵن. In the first part of this lesson, how can we identify parallel lines? In this example, we have four lines. This is the first line, and this is the second, third, and fourth. How can we identify parallel lines? We have to look at the slopes. If two lines has the same slope, we can say these two lines are parallel lines. So when we look at the lines, we have to solve this line for y. So we have x plus 2y equal to negative 4. We have to change the place of x to the right side. So we have 2y equal to negative 4 minus x. So you can rewrite this equation like that. 2y equal to negative x minus 4. After that, you have to divide both sides by 2 to make this y alone. These two y's are reduced, so y equal to negative 1 out of 2 minus 2. And then if we look at the lines, the slope for this line is negative 1 out of 2, and the slope for this line is negative 1 out of 2. So you can say these two lines are parallel. So we have to write y equal to negative 1 out of 2, x plus 4, and x plus 2y equal to negative 4 are parallel because they have the same slope. But these two lines has the same slope. This is 3 and 3, but they are not parallel line. They are the same line. These two lines are the same line. Example number 2, if we look at the lines, the slope for the first line 3 out of 4, and the slope for this line is 3 out of 4. And then we have to rewrite this equation on the slope intercept form like that. Y equal to 3 out of 4, x minus 1. So we have to rewrite this equation like that. Y equal to mx plus b. So y equal to 3 out of 4x plus minus b. So b is negative 1. So you can say these two lines are parallel because they have the same slope. After that, in the second part of this lesson about parallel lines, we have to show that in this example, we have to show that ABCD is a parallelogram. First, we have to use this order pairs and the slope formula to find the slope of AB and CD. If they have the same slope, we can say these two lines are parallel. So first, slope of AB line for AB. So this is x1, x2, y1 and y2. The slope for AB, y2 minus y1, so 7 minus 5 out of x2 minus x1, 4 minus minus 1, 4 minus negative 1. 7 minus 5 is 2. 4 minus times minus is plus, 4 plus 1 is 5. So the slope for AB line is 2 out of 5. After that, we have to find the slope for CD. So this is x1 and this is x2. This is y1 and this is y2. So y2 minus y1, 3 minus 1, x2 minus x1, 4 minus negative 1, so 3 minus 1 is 2, and minus times minus is plus, 4 plus 1 is 5. So we have the same slopes. We can say AB line is parallel to CD because they have the same slope. And then we can say AD and BC are parallel because they have both vertical. So we can say AD is parallel to BC because they are both vertical lines. Therefore, we can say ABCD is a parallelogram. Because both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. After that, we have this example. We have to show that ABCD is a trapezoid. So we have to use this order pairs for finding the slope, and then if they have the same slope, you can say these two lines are parallel. First, we have to find the slope of AD. This is x1 and this is x2. This point is y1 and this point is y2. So y2 minus y1, negative 1 minus y1 is 5 out of x2 minus x1. x2 is 2 minus x1 is negative 2. So minus times minus is plus. We have to add these two numbers. 5 plus 1 is equal to negative 6, and then 2 minus times minus is plus. You have to add these two numbers. 2 plus 2 is 4. And then we can write this fraction in simplest form. The greatest common factor is 2. We have to divide both sides by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the slope for AD is negative 3 out of 2. After that, you have to find the slope for BC. So for BC, this is x1, x2, y1, y2. y2 is 2 minus y1 is 5, and then x2 is 6, x1 is 4, 2 minus 5 equal to minus 3, and then 6 minus 4 is 2. So these two lines have the same slope, so we can say AD is parallel to BC because they have the same slope. And then in trapezoid there's only one pair of opposite parallel sides, so it's enough to prove these two lines or these two sides are parallel. So we can say, because we have this shape is trapezoid, so we can say ABCD is a trapezoid. After that, in the second main part of this lesson, I'm going to talking about perpendicular lines. The first one, two non-vertical lines are perpendicular if and only if the product of their slope is negative 1. واتە دوو لاین پێرپێندیکیلەرە بن بەیەک ئەگەر هاتوو سلۆپەکانیمان کەڕەت یەک کرد ئەنجامەکەی نێگەتیڤ 1مان بۆ دەرچوو، ئەو کاتە توانین بڵێن ئەو دوو لاینە پێرپێندیکیلەرن بەیەک. After that, vertical lines are perpendicular to horizontal lines. واتە ئەگەر لە ئیکوێشنەکانە لە لاینەکانە vertical لاینێکمان هەبێت لەگەڵ horizontal لاینێک، ئەو کاتە توانین بڵێن ئەو دوو لاینەش باماشەوە perpendicularن بەیەک. Example number 1, you have these 4 lines. So x is equal to negative 1. This line is a vertical line, so x is equal to negative 1. Sorry, negative 2. This line is a vertical line. And then y is equal to 1. So this is horizontal line. So we can say these two lines are perpendicular. They are perpendicular because vertical lines are perpendicular to horizontal lines. After that, if the slope for this line is negative 4, and then the slope for this line is 1 out of 4. When we multiply these two slopes, if we will get a negative 1, it means these two lines are perpendicular. So we have to make this whole number into fraction, and then negative 1, negative 4 multiplied by 1 equal to negative 4. 1 times 4 equal to 4. After that, negative 4 divided by 4 is negative 1. So the slope, the product of their slope is negative 1. So we can say y equal to negative 4x is perpendicular to y plus 2 equal to 1 out of 4 x plus 1. Example number 2, we have these 4 lines. So x is equal to 3 is a vertical line, and then y equal to -1 is a horizontal line. So we can say they are perpendicular. And then the slope for this line is 2 out of 3, and the slope for this line is -2 out of 3. When we multiply, we will get 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9. We have -4 out of 9, so these two lines are not perpendicular lines. After that, example number 3, we have this 4 lines. So y equal to 6x, the slope for this line is 6, and then the slope for this line is -1 out of 6. When we multiply these two numbers, we will get 6 times 1 is 6, negative, and 1 times 6 is 6. 6 divided by 6 is -1. So we can say these two lines, y equal to 6x, is perpendicular to y equal to -1 out of 6x. After that, the slope for this line is 1 out of 6, and the slope for this line is -6. When we multiply, we will get -6 out of 6, and 6 divided by 6 is -1. So we can say that these two lines, y equal to 1 out of 6 x, is perpendicular to y equal to -6x. Example number 4, we have this 4 equation or 4 lines. First, we have to rewrite this equation in slope-intercept form. So you have x minus 6y equal to 15. You have to change the place of positive x to the right side. So you have -6y equal to 15 minus x. After that, we can rewrite this equation like that: -6y equal to -x -x plus 15. After that, we have to solve for y, divide both sides by -6. These two numbers are cancelled. Y equal to 1 out of 6 x, plus we have to write this fraction in simplest form. So the greatest common factor for 15 and 6 is 3. We have to divide both sides by 3. We will get 5 out of 2, -5 out of 2, and then we have to multiply these two signs. So y equal to 1 out of 6 x minus 5 out of 2. So we can say y equal to 1 out of 6x minus 5 out of 2. After that, you have to rewrite this equation on the slope-intercept form. So you have 3y equal to -x minus 11. We have to divide both sides by 3. So these two terms are cancelled. Y equal to -1 out of 3 x minus 11 out of 3. After that, the slope of this line is negative 6, and the slope for this line is 1 out of 6. When we multiply, we will get negative 6 out of 6 and then equal to negative 1. So we can say y equal to negative 6x minus 8 is perpendicular to this line x minus 6y equal to 15. After that, the slope for this line is 1 out of 3, negative 1 out of 3 multiplied by the slope for this line is 3. When we multiply, we'll get negative 3 out of 3 and we will get negative 1. So we can say y equal to 3x minus 2r, or is perpendicular to this line 3y equal to negative x negative 11. After that, we have this example about perpendicular lines. We have to show that in this figure, we have to show that PQR is a right triangle. If PQR is a right triangle, so PQ will be perpendicular to QR. PQ is perpendicular to QR. So you have to find the slope of PQ. After that, we have to find the slope of QR, and then we have to multiply the slopes. If we will get negative 1 as a product, we can say PQ is perpendicular to QR, and then this is a right triangle. So the slope for the slope of PQ this is x1, x2, y1, y2. So y2 is 3 minus y1 is 1, and then x2 is 3 minus x1 is 0. So 3 minus 1 is 2, 3 minus 0 is 3. So the slope of PQ is 2 out of 3, and then we have to find the slope of QR. This is this is x1 and y1. So y2 minus y1, 3 minus 0. So you have 3 minus 0, and then x2 minus x1, 3 minus 5. 3 minus 0 is 3, 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So when we multiply these two slopes, 2 out of 3 multiplied by negative 3 out of 2, so we will get 2 times 3 equal to 6, 3 times 2 equal to 6, and then negative 6 out of 6 equal to negative 1. Therefore, we can say PQ is perpendicular to QR, and then therefore we can say PQR is a right triangle, because right triangle contains only one right angle, so you can say PQR is a right triangle. This example, you have to show that ABC is a right triangle, so you have to find the slope of BA. The slope of BA, this is x1, x2, y1, and y2. So the slope of BA equal to y2 minus y1 minus 2 minus y1 is negative 3 and then x2 minus x1, negative 7 minus negative 3. So we have negative 2 minus times minus is plus 3 out of negative 7 plus 3, and then you have to subtract these two numbers. We will get negative 1, and then minus times plus is minus. We have to subtract these two numbers. 7 minus 3 is 4, so we will get negative 1 out of 4, and then we have to find the slope of BC. Slope of BC equal to y2 minus y1. This is x1, this is x2, this is y2. y2 minus y1, negative 7 minus negative 7 minus negative 3, and then x2 minus x1, negative 4 minus negative 3, and then we have negative 7 plus 3 out of negative 4 plus 3, so we will get negative 4 out of negative 1 equal to 4. So the slope for BC equal to 4, and when we multiply this two slope, negative 1 out of 4 multiplied by 4 equal to negative 4 out of 4, and then equal to 1. So we can say BA is perpendicular to BC, so we can say ABC is a right triangle. In the last part of this lesson, I will teach you how to write an equation for a parallel or perpendicular line to given line. In this example, write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line passing through 4, 5, and parallel to the line y equal to 5x plus 10. First step, we have to find the slope of the line. So our parallel line is y equal to 5x plus 10. So the slope is 5. So you can say the parallel line also has a slope of 5. So you can say the parallel line has the same slope equal to 5. After that, second step, you have to write the equation in point slope form like that. This is step number 1, and this is step number 2. We have to write the equation in point slope form. Y minus y1 equal to m x minus x1. So you can write y minus y1 is 5 equal to the slope is 5, x minus x1 is 4. After that, the last step, we have to write the equation in point intercept form. So we have y minus 5, we have to find the y-intercept form. So y minus 5 equal to 5x minus 4. We have to multiply this 5 into the parentheses, so y minus 5 equal to 5 times x equal to 5x, and then 5 times 4 is negative 20. After that, we have to solve this equation for y. So we have to change the place of negative 5 to the right side. So we have 5x minus 20 minus 20 plus 5. So y equal to 5x minus 15. So the parallel line, our parallel line is y equal to 5x plus 10 is parallel to the this new line y equal to 5x minus 15. After that, in this example, write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line passing through 3, 2, and perpendicular to the line y equal to 3x minus 1. First step, you have to find the slope. Our line is y equal to 3x minus 1. So you can say the slope is 3. So the perpendicular line has a slope of negative 1 out of 3. Because when we multiply these two slopes, we will get negative 1. Negative 1 out of 3 multiplied by 3, we will get negative 1. Step 2, we have to write the equation in point slope form. Y minus y1 equal to m x minus x1. So y minus y1 is 2 equal to the slope is negative 1 out of 3. X minus x1 is 3. Step 3, we have to write the equation in point-intercept form. Y minus 2 equal to negative 1 out of 3 x minus 3, and then we have to multiply negative 1 out of 3 into the parentheses, so we have to write y minus 2 equal to negative 1 out of 3x plus 3 times 1 out of 3, so equal to 1. After that, we have to change the place of negative 2 into the right side. So y equal to negative 1 out of 3x plus 1 plus 2. So y equal to negative 1 out of 3 x plus 3. So we can say this line is perpendicular to our line y equal to 3x minus 1. After that, we have this example. Write an equation for the line passing through 5, 0 and perpendicular to the line y equal to negative 5 out of 2x plus 6. First, we have to find the slope for the line. First step, our equation equal to y equal to negative 5 out of 2 x plus 6. So the slope for the perpendicular line should be equal to 2 out of 5. So we can say the slope should be equal to 2 out of 5, because when we multiply by negative 5 out of 2, we will get negative 1. Second step, we have to write the equation in point slope form. Y minus y1 equal to m x minus x1. So y minus y1 is 0 equal to the slope is negative 5 out of 2, or sorry, the slope is 2 out of 5. X minus x1 is 5. The last step, we have to write the equation in point-intercept form. Y minus 0 equal to 2 out of 5 x minus 5. We have to multiply 2 out of 5 into the parentheses, so y equal to 2 out of 5 x minus 2 out of 5 times 5 equal to 10 out of 5, and then we can divide y equal to 2 out of 5 x minus 2. So the new line is perpendicular to our line is y equal to 2 out of 5x minus 2 is perpendicular to y equal to negative 5 out of 2x plus 6. The last example, you have to write an equation for the line that passing through 1 1 and parallel to the line 1 out of 2x minus 5. So first step, we have to find the slope for the line. Our line is y equal to 1 out of 2x minus 5. So the slope is 1 out of 2. After that, the second slope we have to write is the equation in point slope form. This is the first step. The second step, we have to write the equation in point slope form. Y minus y1 equal to m x minus x1. So y minus y1 is 1 equal to the slope is 1 out of 2, x minus x1 is 1. After that, you have to multiply 1 out of 2, or the third step, you have to write the equation in point-intercept form. Y minus 1 equal to 1 out of 2, x minus 1, you have to multiply 1 out of 2 into the parentheses, so we have y minus 1 equal to 1 out of 2x minus 1 out of 2 times 1 equal to 1 out of 2. After that, you have to change at the place of negative 1 to the right side, so y minus 1, so y equal to 1 out of 2 x minus 1 out of 2 plus 1, and then you have to change this whole number into fraction and then multiply by 2, because the least common multiple for 2 and 1 is 2. So you have to solve this one. Negative 1 out of 2 plus 2 out of 2. You have to subtract these two numbers, so we will get 1 out of 2. You can say that our line is 1 out of 2 x plus 1 out of 2. So the line is parallel to our line is y equal to 1 out of 2x plus 1 out of 2.